Bueno, y continuamos conociendo a los personajes del Hobbit, la Batalla de los Cinco Ejércitos, y me encuentro con una elfa bellísima. Ella es Tauriel, que ustedes la conocen, y su nombre es Evangeline Lilly. ¡Hola!
¡Hola!
¿Cómo estás?
¿Estás bien? ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, muy contento de estar aquí contigo. Pero, vamos, ¿el español se te da bien?
Poquito, poquito.
Ah, poquito. ¿Tu hermana vivió en Panamá?
No.
No.
Perdone.
Perdón. Pero bueno, vamos a hacerla en inglés, que es más fácil, ¿no?
Sí.
Mucho más fácil.
Mucho, muy fácil.
Sí. It's great. Your character is great in The Hobbit because it was made up. How was it for you when they told you we're gonna have this new elf that's not part of the books, and you were a fan of the books? Was it that a hard time for you to embark on it?
When they first told me, I actually, my knee-jerk reaction was no, we can't, no. I will not be the character that ruined this movie for a lot of people. And then, you know, Peter and his team, they sort of pitched me their take on why they wanted to include this character in the films, and it made perfect sense. And so eventually what I finally decided was, I was a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I was a skeptical fan when they first said they were going to make them. And then I saw how incredibly Peter Jackson realized Tolkien's vision on the screen, and I thought, why would I doubt Peter Jackson? He knows what he's doing. So once I said yes, then I let all the anxiety go, and I said, let's have fun. And it was actually a great liberty because I got to play this character that nobody had a vision of in their mind. I wasn't playing the Hobbit. I didn't have to live up to everybody's vision of what the Hobbit should be like. I was playing Tauriel. So nobody could say, but I didn't imagine her that way. That's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and it was great. I had that freedom to create something brand new.
And what has been the reaction from fans of all the saga, of all the Tolkien books, of your character? Have you heard something, someone come up to you that, well, I like her?
I've heard both. I mean, what I get personally is people have been very, very warm and receptive and excited about the character. I hear that there are a lot of people out there who hate the character, but I'm not one of those actors who's a glutton for punishment. I don't go out on the internet and look for people saying mean things about me. I don't think that's going to make me feel very good about myself. So I just listen to the people who say that they appreciate and adore her. I listen to the young girls who say, you know, thank you for giving me a role model to look up to, or the parents who say, oh, my little girl is just in love with Tauriel and that means so much to us. And so it's been great.
Yeah, that's the best part of being an actor, get that attention and that reaction. When she came to your life, how was the inspiration that you gave her, or that she gave to you?
You know, I think that the stillness of elves was something that I wanted to try because I'm not a very still person. I'm a very busy person. I'm moving. I have too much energy all the time. And I think it was a wonderful practice to just be zen and be still, be calm, and be sort of in a meditation.
I love her quietness sometimes on the movie screen. When she just stops, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel so peaceful. Yes. That's part of it.
Yes. And I think sometimes what happens with Tauriel in this movie is she's never been outside of the elven realm, so she's speechless. She's in shock. And I think it's great because the audience is often in shock and speechless, staring at this incredible creation that Jackson has created. So she sometimes is the voice or the face of the audience.
And also, she kick ass.
Yeah.
Let's say that. How was the training? Was it hard? Because it's very choreographed, everything, and when you fight with the orcs, they weren't there.
No, well, they were for me most of the time. I was lucky. I got very lucky. A lot of the times I did have orcs to fight. I never had spiders to fight. No. The spiders I had to imagine. And I think, you know, for me, when I watch the movie, it's hard to separate the day that you shot it from what you're seeing there. But that's one of the fun things about Peter Jackson's films is that you get to enjoy the film as an audience member because you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen anything like what you see on the screen. We have mostly been on green screens. And so that was really fun. That was fun to do something very small and then see it on the screen, and it's very, very big.
And what was the reaction when you saw Tauriel on screen? What it got to you?
Relief.
Really?
So much relief because I was so nervous that I would screw it up. I was so nervous that I wouldn't, that she would stand out of the films in a way because she didn't belong. You know, she wasn't supposed to be there. And Peter, I think, was so astute at weaving her into the film seamlessly so that she felt like she belonged. And that was such a great relief for me.
Yeah, it's great. She goes through a lot of something that I like about this movie, about Tauriel in this final part of the Hobbit, is the transformations she goes through. She goes through, like, she began being someone, and at the end she's someone new. A self-discovery. What do you put in her for that self-discovery?
I sort of say that Tauriel's story is a coming-of-age story. She's very, very young. She's only 600 years old, which makes her a very young elf. It would be like, in human terms, like a 13 or a 14-year-old girl. Yeah. She's never loved. She's never seen the world. She's never been outside of her home. She's lived a very sheltered life, and suddenly she finds herself at the crux of this Middle-earthen, I mean, I want to say global, but I don't know if you can call it the globe of Middle-earth, conflict. And so she has so much to learn. She has so far to grow. And I loved playing that. I loved starting out very self-assured. In her own realm, she rules, she knows what she's doing, she's the head of the Elven Guard, she can kill anything, she's lethal. And by the end of the film, she's broken down, and she's humbled, and she's terrified, and she's confused, and it's such a fun arc to play.
What will you miss most about her?
Oh, well, I will miss the ears and the hair, and looking like that. It's so much fun.
Did you took anything from the set?
Of course, of course. I'm a thief. I steal things from film sets, and I stole a beautiful blue moon rune. Yeah. The actual moon rune that we were using in the scene, I stole it. And so I'm the only one who has the real thing.
Well, it was great. You look beautiful, and you're more beautiful in person, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I love the movie.
Thank you. Gracias.